Here you can see every item you need to beat GSI Low percent. In the following video I will show you how I did it. So we start by collecting the Decayed Master Sword, and as far as I know it's not possible to skip this, at least glitchless it is not. The first thing we will skip is the Zonai tablet over there. We use the COG skip or CSS in short to do that. Check out the description for a good tutorial where I also landed at. So I cut out the boring parts, I guess, and a lot of cutscenes, and I also speed up parts that are not that mandatory or are just casual playthroughs of the game. So I cut them or speed them up. These are jump slash dive cancels. If you do them backwards they are a lot faster to do, but I did not know that at the time of recording this video. So we get to the Zonai construct that gives you the Purapad. We get the Purapad. This is also necessary because you cannot get off this plateau without the Purapad because you white out. There's a whiteout area just like around the Great Sky Island. So I use the mechanic I described earlier to skip another of the Zonai tablets. And after you get into the water, you just run to the Zonai tablet at the Temple of Time, and then you have to collect all shrines. So you probably know the casual route, and this is just a casual route until we get to the Fuse Shrine. So the only difference being that I climbed the wall next to the Ponsai Cave to skip the Ponsai Cave, because yeah, you have to skip every cave in order for it to be low percent, because caves are visible in the map percent if you beat the game. So let me take this time to talk with you about why I even do GSI Low percent glitchless in the first place. You see, if you paid close attention to the video footage, you will have seen a symbol, and this symbol always indicates a hint on what I'm working on at the moment, or lead to bonus footage. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to yeah, recording videos and cutting them, and I hope you enjoy it. If you do, yeah, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. You know the drill. And I would love to see your comments. If I could do anything better with the route. I know it can be done in a lot faster time. You can see the timer down there. And yeah, I look forward to reading your comments and discussing with you if you can do it any better. And even on speedrun.com, I feel like it could be a category on the category extensions, just like GSI 100% or GSI. But yeah, we have to see if enough players want to do it, because glitchless it is quite tedious. You will see later why. And now that we are in the Fuse Shrine, we use these boulders to break the wall. And as long as you have boulders, and you use boulders and not small stones, you can break every wall, as long as you just let them fall onto it like that. And now we can use the Ultra Hand to pick up items without actually picking them up, so they do not count into your, they do not come into your inventory as it would be with a Fuse ability. So you can use the boulders, the sword you glued onto the boulders at the start, and the wooden bow, and you can burn the wooden bow using the conveniently placed torches in the corners of this room, and attach it to the top of the sword, and then use the tower you built to burn the flowers at the top and to get the chest with a third mandatory item. or fourth. I feel like fourth. To get the small key to open up the door. Yeah, and after we opened the first door in a short bit, you will see the first kind of mandatory fight of the game, where we just use our surroundings to kill the enemies. And you'll see you could use the Decade Master Sword here, but it would break. And so you have to come up with a different idea. So I just use these fire plants and lay them on the ground and let the enemy kill himself. Essentially. It is a little bit of RNG, but it is the fastest way possible to defeat him without items, I feel like. Unlucky there, because if it stands on the fire, it just burns down and dies instantly without you having to throw any boulders. I had to throw 2 boulders at him. That was quite unlucky, or yeah, bad play by me, but whatever. It's totally fine for this video. So I just want to showcase the route. And now you use the 3 boulders to climb over the wall. Because you can't use the boulders to break the wall, you just have to climb over it. And then we get the second Light of Blessing. And after you cleared your second shrine, the Zonal Construct will give you the energy cell. Doesn't matter which shrine you do second. I even tried to do the recoil shrine second, but you can't even get into the recoil shrine without having the recoil ability. Yeah, so it is probably not possible to skip the energy cell, and if you do the full route, you don't want to skip it. And so now we abuse the fact I found out by myself. As long as you do not take these flying platforms too far away from your original position, you can build with them into the air as long as you want. They only disappear if you change the X or Y position, but not the Z position. We can use that fact to bridge ourselves up to the Room of Awakening again, even though it takes almost 20 minutes to get there. I sped it up to 10 times the speed, but it still takes 3 minutes in the video. So we do all that to skip the bottomless cave, because there is no other way around it, at least glitchless. You cannot even do the 80% route of GSI, because you cannot move the gliders lying around at the top before obtaining Ultra Hand, and even if you could move them around, you will just get into the cutscene at the start and lose your glider. So this is sadly mandatory for now. Yeah, we will just get up there. Takes a lot of time. And as I said, it's probably mandatory, at least for glitchless. I would love to have a glitch that can skip this, because it's really tedious. And if you do want to beat GSI just with our items, you can skip this and just go into the bottomless cave normally. But if you want to do a really low percent, so you skip everything you can, you kind of have to do it. So now that we took all the time to get up here, I guess it's time to get down again, right? So, yeah, we take the glider where it lays around there, because now we have Ultra Hand, and use it to glide all the way to the Sand Shrine. I've heard a lot of different approaches to skip the bottomless cave, but none except this one worked, because of code. The code always kills you before you can reach it. even if you build with them around the cave and just build up, you can build with the flying platforms. You can build around the island, but if you just land over the island in the Z coordinate, where down below it's cold, the climate is also cold. So you can only, and you can also see that here, that if you go below a certain point, the cold will get you and you can't fall down from the flying without dying. So you could cancel the fall damage by grabbing onto the ceiling, but you have to. This is really precise, and it's really not recommended, I would say. So yeah, this shrine, it's just a casual playthrough of the shrine. So you could use the arrow of the construct, of the enemy construct there, to yeah, break the ropes. But you can also do the use the Decayed Master Sword. It does not really matter because the Decayed Master Sword, you lose it at the end of GSI anyways. So if you would really want a low percent with lowest usage of the Decayed Master Sword, you could do that. And you could also climb up, use the climb up method again to skip every minus press. Because there is an animation if you do the minus press for the first time, and if you want to skip it, you would have to do this 20-minute build up again. But yeah, I did not feel like doing it, so I just pressed the minus button after this cutscene, and after you got gone up to the door and been rejected. So Rauru gives you the ability to warp, and if you do not want to, if you do not warp, you have to build up there again. And as far as I know, button presses do not count into the lowest percent or low percent speedrun category, but I could be wrong in that regard. So now you just teleport up here, you use Ascend to skip, skip, and yeah, just get to the recoil shrine. So you don't need to use any items in the recoil shrine to beat it, just the recoil room. And yeah, after you get the after you beat the recoil shrine, you get your fourth blessing. Your fourth light of blessing, and fly back with the glider to the door. Get your heart container and open up the door and beat GSI. So at the start of the video you saw every mandatory item for a short bit, and I also opened up the map, so you can see I skipped every cave. And if you pay close enough attention, you would see that the surface and the depths are also discovered, and that has a purpose, or that has a reason. And if you dig a bit, you can find the video yeah, regarding that topic. So if you wanna get it, you have to search yourself. So yeah, I know that you can get lower times than that, but I just wanted to show off the route, and you could look forward to even more stuff from me. So this video was just a demonstration, and you can see I skipped every cave. So the only two discoverers on the map are the Great Sky Plateau and the Temple of Time. And that's it. And see you then.